So I was saying, it's mostly safer. Except you got this fucking demon here. Right? So, yeah, you do gotta be careful with that guy. I mean, it's my fault for getting caught with that attack, because it's a pretty easy attack to avoid. I just didn't think I was gonna get one shot by anything he did. So, definitely my bad. Alright, that's where we fell down to do the Sigmire quest. We don't need to go back down there for anything. Now we run up this branch. We took care of the invaders already, or the invader, and the pyromancer. So now we just run straight to the boss, and this is the run back. This is the new run back, right? With a shortcut. I think there's an item over here. Let's go clear this out. We got time. We got a little bit of time. Oh shit. Got a little bit of time. Gotta get a chaos fire whip. Cool. Cool beans. Nothing. Alright, cool. And that should be it. Should be it. All right, so you're gonna do this either once or multiple times. So here we go. I think holding out the shield is a pretty good idea here. You see that circle? Kind of want to run along that. You'll see what I mean. Oh shit. Did we do it already? Okay. And then you do this. Yep, that's what you do. And then you load back in. If you have a summoner, you can't do this. If you have a summon, sorry. If you have a summon, you can't do this. Not a summoner. I don't know why you'd have a summoner. Now we do the other side. And we're gonna do the same strategy. We're gonna run. We're gonna break that shit open. Run along this circle. And try not to fall. Trying to get fucked up by the branches. See, the shield helped me right there. Oh! Okay. See what I mean? Shield up. Right here. Oh. Oh my god. Roll, you bitch. Alright, see that? That worked better. I was gonna heal, but I didn't want to be standing around. Bro. Look at this bullshit. Alright, you got this, buddy. You got this. Don't let that tree slap you. Gotta zig and zag around those branches. Jesus Christ, bro. Okay. Am I even in the right area? Holy shit. Okay, that worked. Whatever I did this time worked. I know, right? Hardest boss. And then you do the same thing. And you do this bullshit, right? have to get? Now we have to do a roll over a gap into the center of the area. I know. It's just best boss of the game. Best boss ever. There's probably some sick motherfucker out there that enjoys his boss. He's like, I can't wait to play Dark Souls and do the Beta Chaos again. I love Beta Chaos. Look at this shit. I'm gonna die before I even get to the fucking area. Alright, chug your shit. Good shit. Okay, relax, buddy. Pick a fucking battle. All right, we're good. See, I think the center one's easier. The hardest one's always that left path. Watch him kill me. All right, let's kill the hardest boss. All right, he's dead. Look at him. Look at this little piece of shit. That was the boss right there. The humanity. All right, we can put on our daddy set again. I don't remember what I'm capable of wearing, but we're gonna get a few levels, so we'll figure it out real quick. Let's see, 33. I should be able to get another level, right? It's 20. 34. So close. So we're gonna go with those. I don't think we have any Twinkling Titanite. No. We can get some. We can get some more Twinkling Titanite. We're actually gonna. So we are done. We're done with this boss. Thank God. This boss is just bullshit, right? We're gonna go to the Fire Link. And we're gonna make a little detour. Like I said, this isn't a 100% run, so I mean, I skipped so much shit out there in the lava. I could go pick up with a charge ring. We don't need it. We don't need it for this build. That's not what this is for, right? This is just the Black Knight Halberd build. That's all we're doing. We're just beating the game with that. And if you are using this as a guide, keep this in mind. You're gonna need to play the game 1.5 more times, I think. 1.5 or 2? 1.5 more times. So, just, just do a cool ass Black Knight Halberd run. And then, worry about the other shit later. Yeah, it gets a little harder, but really, the hardest boss is Four Kings. Yeah, the Four Kings is a bitch. Dealing with the Four Kings in New Game Plus, you gotta worry about that DPS race. So actually the Four Kings is a little bit of a tough one. It's not entirely too difficult, but it is somewhat difficult. Alright, we're gonna drop this. Twinkling Titanite. Drop one of these. Twinkling Titanite. anything else we can get that's worth getting? No. Not really. I can get a dragon scale. What the hell is a dragon scale for? Don't I have like a shitload of those already? I got 11. Anyway, let's get out of here. So we got a couple of Twinkling Titanites for our trouble. We'll be able to get more later, but it's nice to have it right now because we can get our armor just a little bit more upgraded. And by armor, I mean the leggings, because they're at +4 right now. Okay. I thought Sigmayr's daughter was supposed to be here, but I guess not. Reinforce weapon? Can I only do the armor if I think I have to buy that part from the giant, right? Alright, we're gonna warp to Undead Parish real quick. Yeah, give him the large ember. Alright, reinforce armor. Where are they? Okay, so we have 2. Okay, we need 4. Well, let's at least get let's get this at least, right? Don't get yourself killed. Alright, where are we going now? Is it, I think we're reaching, Seat the Scaleless, right? Yeah. Let's, I think we're gonna get into a fight here.
So it was you, was it? How dare you put use a blade upon a deity? How did you ever get this far? I shall end your suffering here and now. It is the least.
What kind of attacks are these? How am I supposed to parry fucking little pokies?
This man is a threat.
I mean, that is
Master,
what they're good for, right? Being quick attacks, harder to counter. Thanks for the Firekeeper soul. We can't do this now. I'm gonna wait till I get the Duke's Archives thing before we go back to the Firekeeper, because I don't feel like running from all the way over there back up here. You know what I mean? It's just a long travel. Okay. All right. Oh shit! He actually knocked me down. I thought I was gonna poise through everything. Yeah, poise through everything. Fucking poison machine, dude. The Giant Dad strikes again. Yeah, if you're not playing this build, you're not playing Dark Souls 1 right. Even if you're a thief, this should be the armor set you're wearing. Always be min-maxing, right? I mean, you can do Havels, you know, you can do Havels. If you want to be a real poise monster. I think Havels has more poise, right? This one has more defense? Or is it the other way around? wasn't until I was in this area that I discovered you can two-hand the scythe to kill these guys. Yeah, the first one of those I tried fighting. I tried fighting a one-handed scythe, and it just bounces off of them. So I was like, oh man, the scythe isn't as good as people claim it is, you know? And then if you two-hand it, well, then you don't have an issue because it cuts right through it. And two-handing it is really good. It's really, really good. Like the moveset for a two-handed scythe, fucking amazing. Oh shit, these guys are tanky as fuck. Okay, one hit two-hand, I think. Alright, if that's consistent, we'll do that. Oof, and they hurt too, so I better be careful. Yeah, this is around the time you want to be wearing really good armor. These guys hit like a fucking truck. They don't look threatening, but they are. I thought I could backstab this guy. Alright, now we can go into the DLC. I got so lucky with this guy. He gave me the Chandler's Trident my first try when I was doing the platinum run. So fucking lucky, dude. I think I was watching what's it, Platinum Chasers? Like as my guide. And he was talking about it. And right when he was talking about it, it fucking drops. And I'm like, yo. I just saved myself an excruciating amount of farming. Yeah, people are saying that it takes weeks to get sometimes. I'm not really into that kind of grinding in the games, you know what I mean? Like that shit does kind of get boring. I know it's just an achievement, but it really does get boring if you're trying to do that, right? I think I was trying to do all the achievements in like Final Fantasy 13 back in the day, and there was just like extreme, like I don't know how tedious it is now, right? Like I'm a little more patient, but if I remember correctly, they were like ridiculous time consuming. Yeah, they were insane. Like I think one of the fights, it was like an Adamantoise or some shit, would take like close to an hour. Let's just say 30 minutes. Let's just say 30 minutes, right? That's insane, dude. And you had to do it like multiple times. So yeah, I don't know. I don't find that fun. And the gameplay in that game, it's all right. I think I like the gameplay better than I like the game itself. If that makes any sense, I hope people understand what that means. Can we do this with this guy? Like, is this a thing in this game? Because I really want the symbol of avarice right now. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess not. Alright. Interesting. Alright. The game heard me, and it gave me what I wanted. I always like having that just in case, you know? Actually, we are going to use it. We're going to farm Twinkling Titanite. So, yeah. It's a little bit more than just in case. We do need to have the Ring of Sacrifice, the rare Ring of Sacrifice. We have 3, so don't worry about parting ways with that. Ready for some jolly Crystal Man PvP right here. Where the fuck this guy is. Alright. Hardest PvP in the game. Alright, Twinkling Titanite, please. That's all I need at this point to finish my build. Alright. Before you go in there, don't forget. If you don't care about your souls, that's fine. If you don't care about your humanity, also fine. I like to hold on to them. The rare ring of sacrifice is worth less than 23,000, so hey. Even if you just use the other one, it's fine. Because he's going to kill you. But there's a possibility that he could curse you. So that's why I put on the rare ring. See, I can get cursed. See that? Yeah, you ideally want to die to the other attack and not the curse. But if you have the rare ring, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So just save one. Save one of those rings. I like that these guys didn't care enough to, like, take your weapons and shit. Alright, put it back on. Do I get the keys? It's locked. Yeah, pillage the body. We're actually gonna rest. We're gonna level up. No, we're not gonna level up. We're gonna reinforce armor. I think I have enough to get. Yes, I do. Perfect timing. So that is maxed. Now we start working on these. And like I said, eventually we're gonna be able to wear them. Actually. Actually. 46 A4. Let's try this out. I doubt it, but let's try it out. Okay. Alright. I think we left off at 2.0. Okay, we can wear 2.1. 2.8. Okay. Incremental. 2.1. Let's actually compare this to... more magic defense, more flame defense. Bleed resist, poison resist. It's crazy. It's crazy how good they are for the weight. We'll just keep these on. Yep. Annoying sound. Okay, these guys are 2 hits. Okay. One heavy. Alright. So we're just kind of breezing through the game at this point. Are these one hit? Oh shit, don't get yourself killed. You guys are one light. So running light works just fine. And the crazy thing is we can still get a lot more damage out of this weapon. But we're focusing on defense because I mean, we've been set for offense for the whole game at this point. We pretty much went from glass cannon to just a fucking giant dad god. Clear. Everything's clear. Alright. Sorry, Logan. We're not gonna save you. Oh, you guys don't die in one hit. You fucking liars. Right, soothing sunlight. Cool. Bountiful sunlight. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna save you, honestly. I don't really got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that, Logan. I think I think he fights you naked if you complete his quest. I think he like comes at you all naked and shit. Let's stop this madness. Gone. You are a regular treasure chest. Great. Tower. You know what? There is something in the cell with him. I don't know what it is. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. How about that? I'll think about it. This place already takes a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Got to rotate the staircases, whatever. It's not as bad as where I'm at right now in Bloodborne, with all those like bobblehead people. I forgot what it's called, right? But still, it's like the baby version of that. I hate that place in Bloodborne. I hate it so much that I would rather, and I did, go fight Lawrence, which was like the hardest boss for me to take out in the game. The hardest. It didn't take me that long this time. It took me a while, but it wasn't the longest for sure. Yeah. Orphan didn't even give me that much trouble. I'm sure we could level again, but we're going to skip that for a little bit. Okay. Alright. You're a little quick fella, huh? Think you're cool and shit? A little quick attack you got there. Is it right here where we drop? Oof. Ouch. Soul of a brave warrior. You know what game would be fucking sick if they remade again? Like HD graphics, but they kept the gameplay like 100% intact. Maybe expanded with like more levels or something. Gauntlet Legends, bro. Fucking sick ass game. The Red Warrior is about to die. Yeah, those games were fucking sick. I think the first time I saw it was at an arcade. And it's crazy because I think the original Gauntlet was an arcade game, right? Every time I look at that game, I'm like, dude, this game sucks. But then when I see Gauntlet Legends, I'm like, this is one of my fucking favorite games. And I always forget about it. Like, you know, it comes back to me. It's hard to go back and play it because it's like, what is it, like 480p or some shit? And it's so zoomed in that you can't tell where you're going sometimes. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think if it was like zoomed out more, like Diablo, I mean, even fucking before they had Lord of Destruction, right? But just like a little more zoomed out like that, it'd be better. Just so you could see where you're actually going. Because it's a maze, but not in a good way. But besides that, I mean, fucking love those games. Another drop, right? Okay, let's do this drop. Whee! What the fuck? Wasn't that it? Alright. I know what I'm doing. So you guys that don't know what you're doing. Okay, I thought that was it. Is he coming? No? I guess the music didn't scare him away. Yeah, That's what happens when you talk about Gauntlet Legends negatively at all. You just die. I thought it was right there, right? Like, I thought you dropped... I'm not gonna do it again. I can't take this. I mean, I should, honestly. Right? Like, I'm not tripping, right? Like, that's what that is? I'll do it. I'll do it again. Yeah. What the fuck? God damn it. Bro, that's some bullshit. The game just decided to fuck with me. While I'm here, can I do another level? I don't think so. I could grind one out, but I don't know if that's worth it. Let's just keep moving. I mean, not worth it. It's just, you know. Who the fuck wants to see somebody grinding levels for like half an hour? I can easily overpower myself in like 30 minutes if I go back to the painted world. No more than 30 minutes. I'll be fucking overpowered. The crazy thing is this guy actually gives the scythe build. I mean, if I thought that was easy, this is fucking insane, dude. This is way easier than the scythe build. Like, there's no shot, no comparison to which weapon is the best of the game. Look at this, dude. Guy couldn't even teleport away. Yeah, this is 100% the best weapon in the game. You could say, oh, New Game Plus, blah, blah, blah. Dude, you could use a different weapon in New Game Plus. For base game, this shit shreds. Not to mention, I've read that this weapon, even in New Game Plus, can carry you through it just fine. So I don't know if I believe the hype of the weapon falling off. I mean, there's been nothing thus far that can withstand this weapon. Look at this shit. It's ridiculous. I even had a thought go through my head when I said it. I was like, power within. Maybe I should get that, right? And see how much faster I can shred through bosses. Because I'm not even using the red tear stone. That would be... I feel like that's just like... I mean, I can't get hit, right? And it has to take like the perfect run. But I'm pretty sure this thing one-shots a lot of bosses. With the red tear stone and like power within or something. Just because you can't weapon buff doesn't mean you can't get more damage out of it. Holy shit. Also, where am I going? Am I going the right way? I have to turn those, I have to turn those things. But this feels like I'm going back to the entrance, right? Yeah, this is the entrance. All right. So that means it's going to be probably this way. Probably upstairs. Okay. All right. Yeah, this way. Get my posture check over here. I'm starting to slouch. Oh, fuck. Let me double check first. Or let me check. I haven't checked at all. Hey, don't poke me. Yeah, look, they do way less damage when you got the set upgraded. Those guys could easily take out like half your health in a hit. crank this. Crank that soldier boy. We're not getting that bullshit on the shelf, on the bookshelf. It's not necessary. I don't even think you need it for the platinum, honestly. I have gotten it before after multiple deaths. It's really not worth it. I never use it, so unless you're making a build with it, or you're like really a completionist kind of guy, I don't recommend getting it. Alright, down we go. He fucking shot that off quick. Strong magic shield. Oh boy. So there's a few songs that I'm in the works of recording. And there's some that I recorded already, but my previous recording method was using the iPhone. So let me explain. I would put on like a little shitty speaker. You've probably seen it. Super cheap. It has like a plus and a minus sign on it, almost like a cross. This thing. So I'd be using this. I'd put it at a certain distance. Then I would have my amp at a certain distance. I'd have to try to adjust the volume between the two. And that's how I'd be doing a lot of the recordings, right? You know, I don't do enough damage. Fuck it, I'm gonna take the hits. And that method sucks. I mean, it's not gonna sound great, right? It's not gonna sound the same every time. I had to deal with it, you know, like I'm like, oh shit, it's dying. It's gonna die before I can do my recording, because you start seeing the little light turn red, and then you're like, you start thinking about that while you're trying to do something. So it becomes like this thing where it's just not optimal, right? Like you're not focused on what you're trying to do, and what you're trying to do isn't even consistent. So I finally decided to spend a little time, plug this damn webcam in. It's not that great, right? But it works. Plug that in. I could run the amp directly to the computer. I actually have that a feature. But the thing that was stopping me was the visuals, right? So having a webcam. But I figured, you know what? I already have the mic. Why don't I just mic it? You know? And that way it'll have like, you know, like a more, you know, professional studio sound, because you don't get the software straight from the amp to the computer when you hear stuff. It's always mic'd. Well, I don't know about always. There's a lot of different ways they do stuff now, right? You got DAWs and amp simulators, sims or whatever, and yeah, it's a little different, but that's the way it used to be, right? You play guitar, it goes out the amp through the cab, you mic the cab, and then you record that audio. So that's what my method is right now, and I like it. It sounds pretty good. I probably need to get better tones for certain guitars, if that makes any sense. My SG, sorry, the LTD, the Viper, that one, it's very, very bassy, right? It's very bassy. So if I'm playing like low notes, they're very pronounced. I did the cover of Under a Certain Sun by At the Gates, and there's like the open string with the higher notes on the next string over, and you can't hear them that well. But it's not that I'm not playing them. It's just that frequency isn't as pronounced. And I can't raise. Oh, I can't raise the humbuckers because it's like a rail essentially. Exhaust your dialogue. Anyway, let's stop talking about that because we're trying to play Dark Souls here. We're getting off topic. Needless to say, the recording situation is kind of set up at this point. So I just need to get better equipment, and that being the webcam. Really, I could get a more cab-friendly microphone, because this one's more for vocals, but I'm not. It's fine. I think it works just fine. I think the tone that I hear coming out of the amp through the microphone into the recording is close enough, right? Anything else, I'd have to tweak it through the amp itself to get to my likings. How do you do this part again? I hate this part. I know I say that about every part, but I just don't remember how to do this. Did I run straight here? Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, guy? Is it down here? Yo, buddy, please go away. Okay, no, you lead somewhere. Dude, I'm just gonna die. That's. I don't want to be wasting time here. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just be wasting time doing this stream. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Shit! Motherfucker. He better not come at me. I swear to God. I'm trying to find the... Oh, it's down here. Shit. Way to get him angry, too. I think it's down here. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, I see that one. How'd I get there? Okay, that works. That works beautifully. I wouldn't go that far, but it works. Alright, from here we go straight. Ugh, fuck, man. I thought that was straight. Alright, we're out of flasks, so... Did I rest at this bonfire? I didn't. Fuck, dude. Fuck me, bro. Alright, I lit it though, right? It's litty? Alright, I think I can work. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro. Okay. Alright. I didn't get the bonfire. I just remembered I did not get the bonfire. It was in that library looking room. Holy shit, how did I forget that? Alright, we're here. We just need to go get the bonfire. Which is out here. Yeah, I don't know how I fucking missed this, but... It happens. We are gonna kindle. Alright, please don't invade me while this is happening. I have a grip of souls over there. What happened to my audio? Okay, my audio's acting up in the game itself, so I'm gonna reload. That was really weird. I don't know if it caught that, but it just like cut the music or ambience or whatever. Okay, we're back. And I can tell because I can hear the little whooshing, whirring sound. Okay. Now let's run like fucking lightning and get back to where we were. Okay, hey. Don't land on them. Alright, well, I don't want to drop there, but it's fine. Still fast. We're just gonna skip all these assholes. Not because they're hard, but I'm trying to get back to my souls. Meanwhile, I'm unhollowed. Unhollowed? Human? I don't know. Whatever you call this one. We'll kill you. Oh, hey. Shit. Alright, now there's gotta be a... Oh, I think I see a way. I think I see a way down, actually. Right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So how do you forget this? How do you forget shit like this? You just do. It happens, right? It could happen to you. Maybe it's early signs of Alzheimer's or dementia. I don't know. Right? It's those messages. They're aligned in a way where it looks like they're straight, but they're actually a degree off. So if you follow those in a line, you'd fall off, which is what I did. I followed them in a line. Slippery. Is this the way, or is the other way the way? Which way is the way? Do you know the way? I don't know the way. Alright, you fall in here. There's crystal lizards, right? Jesus Christ. Okay, I thought that's where you drop for the crystal lizards. Maybe I should have, like, taken an extra second and imagined that there was a ledge right there, right? I don't fucking know. I hate this area. Why does it gotta be all invisible and shit? What is this, Castlevania 2? I'm still praying for one day a Souls-like Castlevania. But like actually made by like FromSoft, because I think they would actually handle it properly. Or the guys that made Liza P, they're pretty fucking good. NeoWiz or whatever. They did a great job with that game. Code Vein is on sale. I think I'm gonna try that out. It's supposed to be, I just tanked the hit because I don't want to roll. I'm like right by the edge, right? I heard it's like Souls-like, you know, but more in the rip-off category than the well-done category, if that makes any sense. But I still want to give it a shot. You know, I might enjoy it. I hear you don't have stamina, so you're kind of like, you know, it's, I don't know. I feel like if you don't have stamina, that kind of defeats the whole Souls-like combat, but, I mean, it could be worse, right? It could be Dark Souls 2. I know, I said it. I don't care. I said it. Okay, I think it's right here. All right, well, fuck it. We'll drop down. Worst case scenario, we're in the wrong area. Slash. All right. So there's a path, I think, straight that way. But I think I could just drop down where this asshole is, right? Which would lead me to... Is that the... See, this is a problem, dude. I don't know which way is the right way. So we're just gonna drop down and fight this asshole. Yo! Oh, fuck, bro. This is so bad. Alright. I shouldn't have rolled. I just shouldn't have rolled. That was on me. Yeah, I think next time I play Dark Souls 2, I'm gonna make like an in-depth like combat comparison as best as I can, right? Because I don't have like the whole. I mean, I'm sure I can like educate myself to learn how to do something to compare them closer with frame by frame analysis. But I feel like some of that has already been done, and people still don't accept it, that it's real. Like it's like if it doesn't play a difference in combat, and it's like, bro, what do you think? What do you think small increments in frame data do when you stack other small changes that also affect combat? Like, they're compounding effects, you know? They're multiple layers that affect combat. It isn't one thing. It isn't, you know, oh, adaptability, you gotta level it up, you're bad. No, it's a bunch of small little factors stacked on top of each other that make the combat what it is, right? And that's why it doesn't play like a Souls game. And I kind of want to go over some of those, but I feel like there's already been good content creators that have covered this. You know, maybe they're not well known enough, but I have seen a few videos covering these subjects, and they cover them just fine. I mean, I understood. I definitely felt what they're talking about, because that's why I looked it up in the first place, right? I'm like, what is it about this jank game that makes it feel so jank? Because you notice, right? Your first time playing it. Okay. Anyway, your first time playing it, you're like, okay, this is the new baseline, right? Like you play Dark Souls and you're like, you get used to it. That's what your baseline is, right? You play Dark Souls 2 and you're like, okay, this is the new baseline, right? And then assuming that you play Dark Souls 3 and you're not in like this rose-tinted glasses phase when you go to Dark Souls 3, you know, about how Dark Souls 2 feels, you know, you get the new baseline, right? Dark Souls 3, this is a new baseline. Bloodborne, this is a new baseline. Elden Ring, this is a new baseline. They each play similarly but differently, right? If you put them all in a Venn diagram, Dark Souls 2 is the odd one out. It just is. You know, it just happens to be the odd one out. And it's all because the combat limits your aggressiveness. Like, if I did this in Dark Souls 2, I couldn't move out the way for that attack. So the game punishes you for being aggressive. It's generally the opponent's turn before it's your turn. And, you know, my VODs are gone, so you can't really see me do that. You know, I'd have to do it all over again. But even with the fastest weapon, you know, arguably one of the fastest weapons, the rapier, right? One of the fastest weapons in the game. I have a faster recovery in this game with the Black Knight Halberd than with the rapier. Doesn't make any sense, but that's just the way it's designed. You have an extra, you'll attack, then you can roll. So like you have like an extra, you know, few milliseconds, if you will, a few frames added of recovery per attack. Alright, is this guy permanently dead? Oh, thank God, alright. Is this the right way? Or is this like the hidden way? All right, I think I just run straight here. Yeah, I'm not trying to get the secrets here. I don't care about the blue Titanite slab. I don't care about shit. We're trying to get to the boss. Trying to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so I kind of want to go over that. Like, you know, things like where you hit the enemy. Like, you equip the rapier, right? You hit the enemy, and they start going... Oh, no, I'm going backwards. You hit the, you hit the enemy, and you start knocking them out of your attack range, right? And it's like, why am I knocking them out of my attack range? I'm locked on. I should A, be adjusting, right, for my target per attack, and B, why am I knocking them out in the first place? I'm using a fucking rapier, right? It's not like a fucking club. But it just is. It's just weird, you know, weird decisions, you know, the poise damage all over the place, right? Sometimes you'll stagger a guy to death. Sometimes you can't get a stagger off on anybody. And you have to be able to look at it like not from a perspective of how do I explain it? Like, you have to be able to look at it from a mechanical perspective and not like, oh, well, it's your skill, right? Because, yeah, you know, like the obvious answer for getting a rapier to not poke you out, it's like to adjust for the bad mechanics, right? But why would you have to? Like, why are we compensating for the game's flaws is my point. Like, the fix to not getting attacked when you're playing aggressive is to not play aggressive. That doesn't sound like a fix. That's a hindrance. That you're nerfing your combat. You're nerfing your play, your expression of combat. Because, you know, playing in that style punishes you. There's no actual right answer. Like, there's no answer that makes it make sense, is what I'm saying. Like, if you want to play a purely defensive Dark Souls game, you can do that in this game. The difference is the game doesn't force you to play that way. Dark Souls 2 forces you to play that way. This way, right? And you can tell Miyazaki was trying to get away from the defensive combat with Bloodborne, right? And then he pushed that same kind of perspective into the Dark Souls 3 quite a bit, right? More aggressive combat. Well, I can't see shit. It's more aggressive combat, faster paced. You know, like, I thought for a while that they might even share the same engine. I guess they don't, right? I guess 3 is built. I think I heard it was built upon after 2, even though it plays nothing like 2, because 2 is the slowest of the 3. But that could be rumor, right? Because I've also heard that it was built off Bloodborne. Before I heard that. Who really knows? Somebody knows. Alright, I got the right ring on. Alright, we could farm Twinkling Titanite. I think I'm gonna give it a round. I'm gonna give it a round of farming. Let's see. In the meanwhile, you know what? I can't roll with this, right? No. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna farm. I know this is kind of boring, but I do want to get some Twinkling Titanite right here, just real quick. whatever I can get, right? Just a little bit. Oh, we got 10. Whatever. We'll farm. We'll do one run, right? We'll do one run, and then we'll get out of here. I think 10's enough actually, but it might not be. Okay, nothing, fucking nothing. Wow. Yeah, these guys are being stingy. Okay. Alright, give me something. Holy shit. Yo. Just so you know, these guys have the highest drop rate of Twinkling Titanite. Yo, what's up, Lisa? Yeah, I fucking love this shit. Best souls. Nah, I like 3 the best, but I mean, this is still up there, you know? Still up there for me. I'm past the most annoying part already, so. Bed of Chaos has been defeated. Whatever. I think we're good with the Twinkling we have, because we're gonna pick up some more in a little bit. So here's what we'll do. We'll try to level. We can get a level, right? And then we'll try to reinforce, and then kind of go with what we got. Right now I'm rocking the Giant Dad set, because you gotta do Giant Dad. Okay, I have enough. I don't even need to worry. So as soon as I can wear the gloves, we are fucking set. As soon as I can wear the gloves, we're fucking quite a few levels away. Quite a few levels away. Alright. I just got an upgrade. Nope, still not enough. Still not even at 5. Okay, we're still at the Elite Knight gauntlets.